Oh my gosh, I forgot. Holy cow. Whew, okay, I got the tea, so listen up. What's going on, everybody? This is Clark Beckham. I will be your host of this last review show of the season. We're going through the finale. Let's go. While you're here, real quick, go ahead and hit the like button, the subscribe button if you like what I'm doing, and if you really like what I'm doing and want to see what I'm doing next and keep up with the videos, hit the notification bell. This is the first intro to American Idol that I can remember that I actually really liked. I like Macklemore. I'm a Macklemore fan. It was 100% lip synced. I mean, the whole thing was pre-recorded, obviously, and lip-synced, but I thought it was cool. I was into it. First up, we've got Grace Kinsler singing All By Myself. All by myself. Ugh. Don't wanna be all by myself anymore. This is perfect. Want to be sure. She starts off great, really strong, sounds good. She's got an incredible voice and great tone and style in this part of her range, in the verse specifically. And then when they go to the big pivot note for the key change, the most famous part of the song, she misses it and goes almost a half step sharp, which is super unfortunate. This song for me is something we see a lot. She's murdering, and then she just misses a couple notes pretty bad. After that note, she's doing crazy notes, crazy stuff. But it leaves me not able to receive it because I was kind of taken off by the big pivot note that was, again, almost a half step off completely. And I feel bad saying that because she's so good and she's doing so many things that no one else can do. But those little misses that are actually big misses make it hard for me to really take it all in. Willie Spence sings Georgia on My Mind. Woo!
Georgia, Georgia.
Gross.
The whole day through. Just an old sweet song keeps Georgia on my mind.
Bass player, band, groovy.
Georgia.
The band is once again in their bag. This is a groovy version and arrangement of Georgia on My Mind. He says in his pre-performance video package that he didn't think he was gonna get a ticket when he went to audition for the judges. Really? I mean, I get humility, but did you really think you weren't going to make it to Hollywood? I mean, truly, he already had a viral video and he knew he was good. He had to know he was good. And to think that he didn't believe he was going to make it to Hollywood. Are you being honest there? Did you really not believe it? Maybe it's true. Maybe he didn't think he would, but how do you not? He murdered. And it shows from this song and the next two, when it comes to singing songs like this, singer songs with great chords, great melodies, and soulfulness, he doesn't miss, ever. He's not gonna miss. He'll have a note or two here and there that go a little flat or reach a little bit, but it's not taking you out of the moment. He's Mr. Consistent when it comes to this kind of stuff. Lionel won't let people talk. I mean, he just constantly, oh.
You know what, Willie? We're at the finale.
Chayce Beckham is next with Blackbird.
Blackbird singing in the dead of the night. You take these broken eyes and learn to see all your life. You were only waiting for this moment to be free.
I don't like this arrangement or the song for Chayce. This song really focuses on higher notes that are sustained for a while, and I would not say that's Chayce's strength necessarily. His strength is the tone in the middle of his range and his approach to songs, and this arrangement was weird. It was like if Eric Clapton did Blackbird. I think the song's so perfect that you don't need to rearrange it much. Now, I rearranged pretty much every single song I did on the show, but some songs didn't need to be touched, and those songs I didn't touch. I think this is a song that you just do straight, and he's a good guitar player. I thought it'd be cool to do just him and acoustic guitar really playing the part, showing that he can handle himself doing that. Just sing the song. They do a little section instrumentally that reminds me of the Eric Clapton Change the World riff. that was a cool nod. That's it for round 1. Those are the judges' picks. Now round 2 comes. We've got Grace Kinsler singing I Have Nothing by Whitney Houston.
There's nowhere to hide.
Here we go.
Don't make me close one more door.
Nice.
I don't wanna hurt anymore. Stay in my arms if you dare.
Sing.
I'm in my arms if you dare. I must stay imagine you there. Don't walk
Close.
away from me now.
Oh my.
Having nothing.
Yes, hold it.
If I don't have you,
Whoa.
you.
Change galore.
If I don't have
Holy crap. Sick. 5 key changes. 5 key changes in 2 minutes. 2 minutes long, 5 key changes. That's a key change every 24 seconds. There are 2 key changes alone in the outro. She murders this song. Sounds unbelievable at the beginning, the middle, and the end. The arrangement is dumb. That first key change that's built into the song is so cool because it's usually build, 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 big note. And they do that here. They build, 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 and then they cut it down and go really soft, just piano. So nice. This might be the most impressive vocal performance of anyone on the whole show of the whole season. To start out a cappella and then go through again 5 different key changes and not miss a single note. Pretty crazy. And I will say at the very end, she does a little major 7 run thing for the last chord that's on top of another key change. And the key change and the band doesn't quite hit the chords soon enough for her note to really work.
have you.
There are gonna be some people that heard her end and thought, whoa, what is she even singing? If the band would have played the chord to support what she was singing, that was coming, but just, in my opinion, came too late, that would have tied it all together really well. In that moment, I wish that one was just like, hey, you guys come in a little sooner, or piano maybe come in first to support that, and then the band swell behind her. But again, that was fantastic. Willie Spence sings A Change Is Gonna Come. He just keeps hitting us with haymakers here. Again, he's not gonna miss these soulful songs. He's gonna kill it 100 times out of 100. It was the perfect song. It was the perfect way to sing it. One thing I notice about Willie as far as a vocal technique that he does is he will go for a high note with a closed vowel and then open it up. For example, he'll sing something like, I was born by the river. It's almost like putting your foot out on ice and stomping it, making sure it's okay, and then putting your weight on it. It's, I can hit this note right, and then opening up. At the end, I love this little moment because if you look close enough, right when the song ends, he has this little grin, shy, sweet grin on his face that tells you that he knows he just murdered it. He knows it was really good, and exactly what he hoped to happen happened. Chayce sings Fire Away.
Take your best shot, show me what you got. Honey, no, I'm not afraid.
This was a perfect song, perfectly done, great arrangement, band sounded great, the mix was great. Now what I said about Blackbird was sustained high notes are not his strength. Here's Fire Away, where there's a sustained high note forever in the chorus, and he sounds really good. Now he's got a lot of background vocals helping him and supporting that sound, but he sounds like an artist, and he sounds like $1,000,000 when he sings this song. This is where they show their hometown visit. One thing I'll say, the benefit of being from a small town like Willie and Chayce, there's a big disadvantage when your hometown parade is in a big city. You're from a big town like Chicago. When you're from Chicago, it's not gonna make the news and be as big of a deal as it is from a small town like mine. When I did my hometown parade, it was in White House, Tennessee. This is the biggest thing that White House has ever experienced. Everybody came out. It was incredible. And you see that in Georgia too with Willie, and in Apple Valley, California with Chayce. Their towns are losing their minds. And it is harder for someone who's from Chicago when that's not as big of a deal. If I had my hometown parade in Nashville, there would not have been as big of a turnout as there was in the small town of White House. But speaking of Apple Valley with Chayce, holy crap, did you guys see that limo? That's the nicest limo I've ever seen in my life. I didn't even know they made such a thing. One thing that people need to realize, when American Idol viewers are deciding who to vote for, they're watching the performances, obviously, but you gotta realize they're also watching the pre-performance video package. What's more motivating for you to vote for someone? When they're a really good singer, or you really like them a lot as a person and you want them to do well? It's the latter. Now, someone performing really well can make you love them, but what really makes you love somebody is when you see them as a person, they seem genuine, and you like them and you want them to succeed. That is arguably more motivating to the voter to act and vote than the performance itself. And when it comes to that, as far as the pre-performance video package, Chayce has the best showing every single week. He crushes the pre-performance video package. And everything between, everything off stage, he's so personable, he's so genuine, and I've talked to him quite a bit. We actually had a Zoom hangout talk thing before the show just for me to prep him for what's coming. And he's the same guy you see on television. I've talked to Graham and others that all say that's the same guy. When that comes through, that is maybe more powerful than the actual performance. Now, if you're a great guy but you can't sing, it's not going to work out for you. But if you're a great guy, you come across genuine, and people love you, and you're good looking, and you play guitar, and you write songs, and you really just a cool guy, and people want to be like you, and you sing well, Chayce was inevitable.
I am inevitable.
That person is undefeated in American Idol. Back to the song, I actually hated the band lick that they did in the middle of this song.
Well, I wish that I could say that I've never been here.
I thought it was not the right song, the wrong gig. I know Chris Cooley and the band are some of the most grooviest players in the world, but it feels like, no, stay in the Chris Stapleton range, stay right there. You don't have to make everything groovy, but they couldn't help themselves. But I thought it was distasteful. Last thing I'll say about this song, I think it might have been the best vocal of the season for Chayce. Then we've got a big statement. Whoa! We've got Alyssa Ray and Mickey Guyton singing, "If you think we live in the land of the free, you should try to be black like me." And this is what I think. Here we show that Grace is cut. She's third place. Now we've got Willie and Chayce. We got a lot of performances here. I'm going to fly through them. We got Tom McGovern coming back. He's actually hilarious. You should follow him on Instagram and TikTok. He's so funny. He's actually a lot funnier than even it showed there on the show. His audition seemed gimmicky to me. That part seemed gimmicky to me, but his actual content on his platforms is hysterical. We've got Fall Out Boy doing PYRO. They always do PYRO no matter what. I sang with them on my finale, and it was the first time I had PYRO on stage. And by the way, that fire is really hot. You're like 10, 15, 20 feet away, and it feels like it's on top of you. They announced that the American Idol tour is gonna happen, and they're gonna be touring with Green Day and Weezer going across stadiums. I wonder if that means they're opening for Green Day and Weezer, which makes me think, yikes, because I don't know if the fan demographic for Green Day and Weezer is the same demographic that American Idol viewers are. And if they are the opener, if they're not a co-headlining act, it is really tough to open in an arena, to open in a stadium. They keep the lights on, everyone's still finding their seat. You're in a stadium, so it's easy to ignore what's happening on the stage, and you get a lot of chatter, a lot of empty seats, a lot of people not paying attention, and it can be very difficult to perform and get hype in that setting. It's not necessarily the American Idol tour experience that you want, but it's something, and hopefully they're a co-headliner act that get all the goods. They're just as loud in the PA as the others. The lights are down. It's a whole show. Hopefully that's what it is. Please, God, let that be what it is. Besides Chayce, the winner of the day was Murphy. Holy crap. When he got cut, I was like, I understand, but dang, that sucks. I wasn't going crazy like everybody else. Like, oh my gosh, this was the worst decision ever. When I heard him sing right here, for the first time, I was thinking, oh shoot, they really made a mistake. Like, they made a big mistake. He was shining in this moment. He sounded amazing, better than I've ever heard him on a live stage for the first time, because we never heard him live before with in-ears. Sounded like $1,000,000, singing higher than I'd heard him sing, sounded crystal clear. His own original songs looked great and was just crushing. And his pitch was perfect. That's nuts. His first time singing live on a stage with in-ears on American Idol on national television, and his pitch was perfect. Now we have Lionel Richie performing, and when I say performing, I mean doing a music video, because he's lip syncing 100 billion%. And not only is he lip syncing, it's also 150,000% pre-recorded. The contestants are there, everyone's lip syncing. One way you can tell is their mouths don't exactly match. I mean, perfectly, because if it's not lip syncing, the mouths are gonna be perfectly matched. But if they're slightly off, you know they're lip syncing, or they used another take, or something's going on there in production. It's not live right there. Another way I could tell is there's a very specific sound to a voice when it's recorded, when your voice is right up on the mic and when it's far in distance. For example, right now, my microphone is about a foot away from me and I sound like this. But if you take the mic and put it right in front of my face, then I sound like this. I sound a lot different. The vocal tone of my voice is different. And I could hear when Lionel was singing, that vocal sounded like the mic was right in his face, like he did it in a recording studio. But when he's singing it there, he's holding his mic way down to his stomach. There's no way you're singing into the mic right now. There's no way. And this is what made me the most angry and annoyed. Afterwards, he had the nerve, when the camera came back to him, to be sitting in his white suit like this. Like he just went through the biggest performance of his life with a sweat rag, dabbing the fake sweat off his forehead like he just performed. When God, the contestants, and Lionel Richie, and everyone on the show knows he did not just perform. That was probably recorded earlier that day, or maybe even days before. But here he is, laid out in his chair like he's exhausted from walking, dabbing his forehead like he just went through a big performance. You didn't know. You're not gonna fool me. You're not gonna fool us. You did a lip sync. Own it. Just own that you did a music video for American Idol. Luke did his song with Chayce live right there for us. I didn't love it. I thought the key was too high for Luke and too low for Chayce. They could have done a lot better as far as arranging the song to work for both of their voices. They could have gone lower for Luke, and then Chayce could have sung the octave up. Then we have Lionel lip syncing, pretending it's live. And then we have Katy and Hunter. This was gorgeous. This is the best I've ever heard Katy sing ever. And Hunter sounded unbelievable. Now, this was pre-recorded. You can tell by the way the voices are, the fact that you can't see the crowd, you can't hear the crowd. This was 100% pre-recorded, but it sounds amazing. They are getting some love on the post-production side. So their voices are being tuned really, really well where you can't even tell. Because you can do that. You can manually tune a vocal. But I could tell just because the pitch was perfect and it sounded like a record. It's because it was pre-recorded. They still did it in real time. They still did it live like that, but then they took that, put it into a studio, and produced the vocals out to sound really, really nice. And this was beautiful, beautiful performance. My favorite vocal anything of any of the celebrities or duets of the night. And then we have Chayce and Willie singing. At this point, I'm actually jumping on to Talent Recap's live stream for their show, so I'm missing some of these notes, but Chayce sounds great, Willie sounds great, he doesn't miss, he sounds incredible. And then we have the crowning of the winner, which is, drumroll please, exactly who I said it was gonna be, Chayce Beckham. Like I said before, Chayce was inevitable. You can't beat the full package. You just can't. They know exactly what he's going to do in music. They know exactly how to pitch him, how to market him, how to go for an album. They know exactly what to do with him. Willie maybe will go to gospel. Maybe he'll go down the pop world. He's going to get a lot of people reaching out to him. It'll be interesting to see if he gets signed by 19 Entertainment anyway. As most people don't realize, the winner gets signed to 19 Entertainment no matter what. And then 19 has their pick of the litter from the top 24. They can sign anyone else they want to, but there's a certain period of time where they have that decision. And we'll see in the coming days if Willie gets signed. Grace, Casey, Deshaun, Hunter, all the rest have the opportunity to get signed by 19 as well. Now the question is, do you want to? Different people have different thoughts. I didn't get signed myself, and I wouldn't have it any other way. I love being an independent artist, I love still being an independent artist, and it works best for me. I think Chayce will do really great with a big machine behind him, really pushing his songs and what he's got. Oh my gosh, I forgot. Holy cow. Graham DeFranco filling in for Arthur Gunn. Whew, okay, I got the tea. So listen up. I talked to Graham last night, and he told me exactly what happened with Arthur. So Arthur was supposed to sing with Sheryl Crow. Just hours before the show, they posted a picture together and was like, here we go, get ready, it's gonna be great. Arthur's gonna sing, Sheryl Crow, da-da-da. 5 minutes before they're supposed to go on, Arthur is refusing to come out of his trailer. We've got producers at his door begging him to come out of his trailer to perform, and he's refusing to come out, refusing to perform. My big question, why? I didn't get an answer there. No one really knows, but apparently he had quite the reputation of being difficult to work with. And what's even crazier is some of the producers anticipated this happening, went to Graham days ago and said, hey, I have a funny feeling that Arthur might bail on us and refuse to perform. You need to be ready. Other producers higher up are saying, no, he's fine. Arthur's gonna perform. He's there. We've got it all set up. It's the day of the show. Graham doesn't hear anything. So he assumes that Arthur's good to go. 5 minutes before they're supposed to go on, a producer comes and grabs Graham, says, I need you. Graham thinks it's just for like an interview segment with Bobby Bones or something. They pull him backstage. They say, Arthur's refusing to come out of his trailer. We need you to sing with Sheryl Crow. Now he's terrified and excited all at the same time. They've got wardrobe chasing him down, trying to throw jackets and clothes on him. And he says, I can't take this right now. I'm just gonna wear what I'm wearing. He's out on stage. They're checking the mic. It's absolute chaos. Live television at its finest. 10 seconds before it goes on, a wardrobe person sprints out. Apparently, Graham has his phone and his wallet in his front pockets. So they sprint out, stuff their hands down his pockets, take everything and run off stage. Bam, lights, camera, action. Here's Graham singing, and he sounds great. He does such a good job. He sounds like $1 million, seems so calm. When I was watching, I had no idea he wasn't even supposed to sing. He sounded so good, so rock solid. His pitch was great. He's totally relaxed. You could see him looking off to the side, to Chayce, to the Mets, people that he knew, and were just laughing. The judges were laughing. What an amazing moment. What a way to freaking step up to the plate and nail it. Save the day. 2 things are going to happen here. 1, Graham's reputation has skyrocketed in the industry. Anybody who asks American Idol about Graham and how is he to work with and is he good, is he flexible, they're gonna say, Graham's awesome. He's wonderful, he saved the day, work with him, he's great. At the same time, Arthur Gunn is not gonna have a great reputation build from this. It's gonna be a negative effect. Because if someone says, ooh, we wanna work with Arthur Gunn for this project, what do you guys think of him? What was your experience? They're not gonna have nice things to say. I'm sorry to say it like that, but they're just not. He bailed at the last second on live national television, refusing to sing with Sheryl Crow, and they're just not gonna have peachy things to say about him when people ask, should I work with him? They're probably gonna say, we won't ever again. Now, Arthur posted something, has his own side, and this is what he said. Well, let's just say, I missed my opportunity to sing with legendary Sheryl Crow. What happened is not much to discuss at this point. I would like to make it up and invite Sheryl Crow to perform a couple of songs on the July 30th. I don't think Sheryl Crow is going to come for free to the Cotillion just to sing with you when you bailed on her last minute. Sorry, I'll keep going. It was a last minute decision, no kidding, but I couldn't help but say no because of some personal morals and values due to unpleasant environmental experiences. Okay, it's not necessary to state it. It is what it is. So I felt like I had to move on. It's not the show American Idol to blame. They were there long before, nor anyone related to show. I'm grateful for American Idol for giving me this platform and helped me to reach out to you all. Sometimes things happen, and it happens for a reason, I guess. I feel upset about it as much as you all might have, and I'm sorry if I did let down anyone, but I felt like all these confrontations didn't need to happen at the show, so I just had to move on from there. Sometimes all we can do is move on. This is what I'll say about that. I wasn't there. I don't know what he experienced. I don't know what happened and why he didn't perform. He says it was due to personal morals and values due to unpleasant environmental experiences. Let me say this. If you want to work in the music industry, you're going to experience unpleasant environments. In my experience, I have performed in some very unpleasant environments. American Idol was never one of them. I would perform on American Idol as a full-time contestant for free for the rest of my life. It's so much fun. You're not going to find a higher quality production staff or producers or crew, anybody. Everyone and everything, the band to the equipment, everything is the highest level you will ever experience in your life. And the producers there really do care about the contestants. I trust them with my life. I did then, I do now. I still have relationships with those people, and I love and cherish all of them. If that was an unpleasant environment enough for you to say no to singing with Sheryl Crow on national television, I don't know how the rest of music is gonna work for you as far as an environmental experience. Those are my thoughts. Ignorant, you could say, because I don't know what was going on. Maybe there was something deeper that was not exposed, but everyone else on the show made it. Graham had an unpleasant experience, you could say, environmentally, as far as being rushed to the stage, and he did it and loved it, soaked it up, had a great moment. You got to take advantage of those opportunities. I'm upset that he didn't, but holy cow, that was something special. That's it for the finale. The season's over. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be doing a couple of things. When COVID happened and touring shut down for me, I really poured into these videos and doing the YouTuber thing. And I didn't realize I would enjoy it as much as I have. So I'm not stopping here. I'm going to be doing sit-down hangs and interviews with contestants. I've got Graham DeFranco all lined up. He's going to be my first guy. And we're going to talk about that experience with Sheryl Crow and the whole show. And I'm going to get together with other contestants too that I've talked to throughout the season. There's going to be some collaborations musically, and it's all going to come here with exclusive content for members only. I'll always have an eye on the comments to see what you guys want to hear from me and want to see. And I'll be doing that too. You guys have been great. Thank you for the explosion of following in the past couple weeks. Stay tuned. I'm not leaving you. Always remember, be good, and I'll see you next time.
I won't give away.